you have several clients you're representing here in this electoral fraud matter. Where are we today, almost 3 years after this matter has been brought before the court?
Thank you, Sharon. What I can say today is that we've made absolutely no progress. We are in exactly the same position we were on the last occasion we came to court. Nothing has been done today. The prosecution, we're not in a position to proceed. They're asking the magistrate to write to the chancellor, which she can't do. They asked her to hear all the matters together, which physically is not possible. And she made that clear to them. And we indicated to them that this is a complete waste of time. No progress is made today, none.
Mr. Hughes, you understand this system acutely more than the average lawyer. What do you really think is happening here?
I don't know that I agree with you that I understand the system more than the average lawyer. I'm not sure that that's accurate, but be that as it may, I think what is clearly happening here is the prosecution are in a state of some considerable disarray, because actually what we did in the court is we suggested to Mr. Ramdani that what he should do is pick his strongest case, present that case for whichever defendant, and we go ahead and deal with it. If he doesn't, is not successful in that, present the other. But the idea of having all these cases heard together really is not feasible. I don't know what objective he has in mind, and it really is a complete waste of the court's resources and the administration of justice. Pick your best case. If you don't win, you have another one to go ahead. But he's trying to have all these cases heard together. These people have been sitting here for 3 years. You remember when this allegation broke, Mr. Mingo was the worst thing possible. Mr. Mingo's been sitting down quietly for 3 years and he can't get a case started against him. They can't call the first witness. This is unacceptable. We are, of course, considering whether the rights protected under 144 of the Constitution, which says the right to a fair trial within a reasonable time, whether we are now at that stage. The Chief Magistrate didn't think so before, but we can't continue with no end in sight.
Mr. Hughes, do you get a sense politically, this is perhaps aimed at dragging this to the next election? You don't have evidence, there's nothing to prosecute here, but just the political fodder, dragging it to 2025 or earlier?
But I think I don't think it takes a lot of imagination. This will be dragged to the next election. If they want to go ahead hearing all these cases, there's no way this is going to be heard in under 2 years, even, with the best will in the world. So this is going to go to 2025 without a doubt. I mean, if you have this number of cases and you have whatever it is, 80 witnesses, you want to call 100 and I don't know how many statements, there's no way that's getting done in under 2 years. My personal view is that you're looking at a 3-year trial, assuming that you have a court that's dedicated to hearing most of these offenses.
And Mr. Hughes, finally, if we were calling on our better angels, again, we see in the U.S., for instance, there was an aim to overthrow the will of the people by none other than U.S. President Donald Trump. That is winding its way through the court system. But several others have been charged and sentenced hefty sentences. This matter started earlier, was in the public domain earlier, and yet to date, you can't even get a conviction if you can't even get the matter heard. What is your general sense of, if we're talking about accountability and good governance and all of that, matters just dragging through the court system, especially matters of public importance and public interest like this one?
Two things there, Cheryl. You asked me about heavenly angels. I don't have any experience with them, so I can't comment to you on that. But you're also asking me to make a comment on the political motives behind these charges. I think pretty evident what the motives may be. It's not for me to comment on them, and it's not. I wish one to have the legal process polluted by the politics. So you forgive me if I decline that.